Hi everybody, welcome to Be Switched. I am Will. Today we are starting a new game on Assassin's Creed Remastered. This is Assassin's Creed 3 that was recently released onto Nintendo Switch. I probably will be spending most of June streaming this. No, but this is the first part of Assassin's Creed 3. If this is the first time joining me, welcome. Thank you. My name is Will, and this is Be Switch, where I game almost every day just to keep up with people and keep up with the games. So let's see what we have. Oh, the green screen today is not working as well. Lots of shadow. I love autosave. I think all game should have autosave features. The music is pretty cool. Let's play the story. Start a new game. Desmond. I'm still gonna be Coolio.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him.
Explode.
Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
It's auto-saving. You can see the logo. That was interesting. It's been a while since I played Assassin's Creed, so always good to refresh a little bit the story origin. Oh, a cassette tape.
We're here. Let's go.
I think for pretty well in terms of the graphic. Oh, am I supposed to? Oh, I can move now. That's the only thing I can do. There's nothing else I can do. Looks like he already has a piece of Eden.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
He didn't have to leave the artifact in there. That was a weird jump.
I think we're here.
You should pick up the light. You always need a light. Nothing I can do besides walking around. Very conveniently, the key that to activate the machine is just right by the machine.
You must find the key.
That's interesting. Who's talking?
Son? Sir.
Uh-oh. Here's a different place.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Time for tutorial.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
So hard to see.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Free run. Now that's Ego Vision. How can I run over there? Oh, I see.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
No. That's... Oh, shoot. I don't get not knowing where exactly the ground is. Okay.
All you have have to do here is jump the gap.
No. Jesus. Oh. Don't know how to get over there. Nope. This is a lot of fun. Dying. So that's not far enough. Whoop. This is not.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Here we go. It's interesting how the world is coming together piece by piece. I think can be done a little bit more sophisticated, graphic-wise.
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
A deadly performance. I wonder what that be.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Well, we're in England. New email received.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find...
You might hear this referred as a Copper Garden, which faces, or the Royal Opera House. Choose the Royal Building. Many of the Hedos operas open there. Right up to his death of 1759, when investors stopped writing them. But the building was mainly used for presenting plays, at least for the first 100 years of its history. Okay.
His father was a terribly adventurous man, often given to disreputable pursuits.
It's just fine. like I'm walking faster.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Orchestra seats, pretty nice.
Apologies.
Pretty far to the left.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Oh.
A lawyer is an honest employment. So is mine. Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against roads and for. What is but
Whoa.
that we should protect and encourage streets, since we live by them.
Sir, Black Mall has set word of trial comes on in the afternoon.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
You may satisfy that I'll soften you.
I already have.
Tom Gates, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I
Time to climb around the opera house.
This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book you.
I have £0 at the moment.
£40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. So I can get more by her staying in.
Betty has brought more goods into our loft here than any private of them. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her on, she may, in the common course of business, leave her 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always thinks the end.
How do I beat this creep? All these boxes. Well, the guide is helpful. Again, how is this that discreet? I don't know. Maybe just, you know, rich people in the boxes, they're not really watching. I already know how to pick lock. That's an interesting way of mechanics in terms of gaming. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. That's interesting. The Beggar's Opera. Render information dishes.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, penitence may break his spirit. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But I'll away. For 'tis a pleasure
Again,
to be the messenger of
how is this not noticeable? It's beyond me.
It's now high time to look about me for a decent execution against next session. I hate a lazy rogue by whom one can get nothing till he's hanged.
Time to pick a lock again? Oh no, it's just open. There are people watching the stair, there are people watching everything, but there's no one watching the actual box.
You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
He looks scared and creepy at the same time. His eyes are pretty big.
Come, please!
Seize him! But I've done no wrong. I swear it. Any weapons?
No pushing, please!
Is this fast walk? I still don't know. News broke up really quick. Oh, the world is still being built outside. Came around with a car.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Great boon to us all.
Should they find it first?
You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start.
The
That's
eyes
why we've
always
called
look a
you
little
here,
strange.
Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
Looks
Go
like we're going to
forth, Aetham,
Boston.
and bring honor to us all.
Oopsie. Well, I think that's sequence 1, a deadly performance. We are on the boat now to Boston. But I think for now, I'm gonna pause here for sequence 1. Thanks for dropping by and watching me play Assassin's Creed. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll continue the streak.